What up, boys? Fire video tonight, fire camera angle. We feeling good, and I want to talk about this one habit that completely changed my life, right? I've been doing it since high school, and I'll never miss a day. Look, I will never miss a day, and this is going to be the thumbnail. But my name is Arthur, if you guys don't know me. Pretty much not less than a year ago, I was in a horrible position in my life. I had so many vices, right? I had no self-respect. Nothing. Zero confidence. I could go on and on and on about the things that I lacked, right? But the point is, now I've elevated all of that, right? I'm living my best life, living a joyful life, fulfilling all my goals, feeling good. I'm able to help other people, right? Completing my goals. Like I said, I've killed all my vices, and we're consistently moving forward, conquering life at a young age, right? And I mean conquering life by following God. I have a godly woman in my life, completing my goals, making some money, helping other people, right? Studying in college and balancing all these things in good shape. Let's go. Come on. Oh, this is the thumbnail. How you doing? All right. Anyways, we feeling good. This setup is absolutely dope. My girlfriend gave me her light, her tripod. This might be the move. This might be the setup. But it feels good. It's like we're on a campfire. But this video is going to be about my journaling method. Like I said, I've been journaling since high school, probably junior year, right? On, off. Now I don't miss a single day. But I've done so many things. I've tried so many things, to-do lists, just so many things. And this is the best way to work. I'm not going to tell you guys what didn't work, but I'll tell you guys what did work. And it's the 5-4-5 method. You can see this day, for example. It's a super neat, clean day, right? Everything, all good handwriting. The boxes are perfectly squared because I believe how you do one thing is how you do everything. So by chasing perfection, you chase excellence. See, these boxes aren't perfect, but they sure are excellent. Every single thing I do, whether I'm putting my sock in the drawer, whether I'm hitting a lift, whether I'm making a video, I'm striving for perfection, right? So let's go. Right here, I write the date. Boom, that's simple, right? And then I have my morning routine, which you guys see on my Instagram stories every single morning at the same time every single day. Dang, my eyes look blue. How you doing? All right, but yeah, morning routine. Make my bed, hydrate, 50 push-ups, cold shower, talk with God every single morning. So the morning routine is a non-negotiable, and you're gonna write this all down the night before. So when you wake up, if it's on paper, it's on purpose. You wake up with purpose, you wake up with intention, right? We have to stop living on autopilot. We must live with intention. So boom, you wake up, make that bed, set your phone thing across the room, right? And then boom, make your bed. Then hydrate, salt and lime water, right? I've gone over my morning routine so many times. I'm not gonna go too in depth. But the point is, write down your morning routine in the journal. If it's on paper, it's on purpose. And then I also have my content ideas, which if you guys aren't posting content, obviously you can replace this with another big goal in your life. But one of my biggest goals is to create content to help as many people as possible, right? And to continue to grow. And then I have daily tasks, right? The 5 needle movers. But you're going to want to write these down so you can check off the boxes, because every single box that you check off is a small win. So boom, I started off with making my bed. That's a small win, but that checkbox is real dopamine. It's not the same as you it's not the same as you just scrolling on TikTok, finding some videos you like. No, this is real dopamine. This right here is real dopamine, all right? Here, we gotta farm a thumbnail. Let's go. All right, thumbnail's farmed. Let's get it. What time is it? 3:38. All right, I'm screenshotting it. But if it's on paper, it's on purpose. So boom, daily task, make your bed. Boom, that's an easy check off. Hydrate, easy check off. 50 push-ups. Okay, for me, it's not too hard, but boom. Now I'm feeling good. I got the pump, cold shower. Boom, feeling good. Battle. All these check boxes already. Now I'm in the flow state. Now these daily tasks are so much easier, and you want to track every single thing. All right, so boom, on this day, I journaled. Simple. Bible plan. Walk 10 plus minutes, work out, and read 10 pages. These are just habits I like to write down, right? Because at the end of the day, we are humans, and humans are made of habits. Whether they're good habits, whether they're bad habits, every single habit you've ever had in your life has led you to this exact point. So as soon as you change your habits, your mindset will change with it. Your habits will change. The inputs you're doing every single day will change. Therefore, your direction will change. The number one thing that I've mastered in all my clients I teach first is mindset, habits, and then the training and nutrition come after that. But the mindset and habits are the 2 most important part. And that's why I love waking up early, because it reinforces the mindset every single day. I was just talking to my girl about this. Every single day it's a battle, right? I make it seem easy on my Instagram stories because honestly it is easy. When you have a system, when you have a process, boom, make my bed, hydrate, 50 push-ups, cold shower, talk with God. I'm in the flow state. it is easy, but that initial battle is what builds my mindset, what reinforces it every single solitary day. But anyways, journaling gets my mindset clear. And this is why you guys clicked on the video. What did I write on this page? I complete a page every single solitary day. Every day there's a page on there, right? But there's no structure. That's the secret. People ask, oh, what do you journal about? What do you do? What do you do? Don't journal about anything in particular, right? What I like to do is journal in the morning. I was just talking to my boy Kirill about this. The reason I like to journal in the morning is because if you journal at night, you'll most likely just write everything about your day, right? And it's all going to be super remember. If you want to write about your day in the morning, right, that's okay. But the difference is those are going to be the most impactful lessons that you learn. So boom, they're in. Then you think about your thoughts, the battles you went through in the morning, how they're making you feel, what you learned. Then you're jotting it down so it sticks with you, right? Writing these things that you have to come up with, and oftentimes you won't have as much to write, because if you write at night, boom, you can write off so many things, right? But writing in the morning, you don't have as much to talk about most of the time. You really got to think. You really got to get in touch with your thoughts. And that's what brings out the mindfulness. So every morning I start out with my journaling. You guys see this. All my morning routine is complete. First thing I do is journal. This has changed my life. It makes me in such a peaceful state, right? It feels so good just getting a page down, actually thinking, because we run away from thoughts so much. Bro, everything we do, boom, you want to shower? Oh, guess what? Let's turn on a little bit of music. You're in the car, turn on a music, turn on a podcast. You're in the gym, turn on a music, turn on the podcast, right? You're at home, you're scrolling, right? You go to the gym, if you're not hitting your set, you're scrolling, and while you're hitting your set, you're focused on the music, right? All these things, we're just on autopilot, consuming. But as soon as we can free up our mind and just put our thoughts, Spider, you're dead, buddy. But put your thoughts on paper, boom, now it's on purpose. Now you're doing things with intention. Okay, my morning routine. What did I learn about the morning routine today? Okay, the cold shower was insanely hard. It took me 5 minutes of staring at the cold water to get in. And guess what I learned? That the more I wait, the harder it feels, right? If I waited 5 minutes, or if I waited 6 minutes instead of 5 minutes, it would have been even harder. But guess what? At the end of the cold shower, I learned that putting myself through these battles on purpose leads me to think more logically, right? I knew the outcome. I knew what I was going to get out of it, yet I still felt scared. But when I pushed through that when I pushed through that mental wall, guess what happened? I moved forward and I felt good. Logically, boom, that's a lesson you learned, right? You can tie all these things into lessons you learned, and you can force them upon yourselves, right? If you have nothing else to write, you're going to just write something, right? But make it as beneficial as possible. Force the lesson, bro. Who cares? If it's on paper, it's on purpose. At the end of the day, if you thought of the lesson, it doesn't matter whether you learned it in the moment or while you're journaling. It came to your mind, which means you learned it. And then when you write it down on your paper, boom, it backs it up. You think it, you write it down, and then you see it. You're getting 3, reinforcements of that lesson, right? Boom, every single day, a page. And then guess what? Every single day that I look back, it's different. Every single day that I look back, I can go to my high school years, flip through all the pages and see exactly what I was feeling. Like I said, I didn't always write in the morning, trial and error. For most of this, I wrote at night, but now I found out that the morning is what changed the game for me. But it's still super cool. You can look back and see. That's one of my favorite parts. But if you're journaling every single day, combining it with the 5-4-5 method, like I briefly talked about in the start of the video, I also have a full, probably 15-minute video talking specifically about it. But if you combine that with the journaling, your mind will be a superpower. Your brain is literally a superpower. This is going to sound really weird, but a lesson that I learned, I went to a church group last Friday. 4,000 men. It was absolutely insane. But we went right to this church group, and the guy was saying, masturbation is a superpower. Boom. We're at church, right? This guy just brought up, masturbation is a superpower. Boom. Everyone's like, what? When you're there, bro, you pick up your thing, you got your hand in it, your imagination's going wild. You're imagining crazy things, crazier things beyond anything, right? That imagination is leading you to get the result. Imagine if we implemented that in real life. Imagine if we could see this result that we craved so bad, as much as we do when we do that thing, right? So bad that it ends up happening because we focus on it so much. That's the only thing that we think about. Our brain is a superpower. If you have that control over your dreams and goals as much as you do over you jerking your stuff, bro, imagine what you can unlock. Boys, if you guys are ready to level up your lives, please implement this because it truly will change everything, and it's such an easy habit. And look right here, I just got one more box to check off, which is the educational YouTube video. And guess what? The next day, how you doing? It's already written out for me, right? It's part of the process. But if you guys want to level up and you feel like you can't do it alone, book a call with me. Try to help you as much as possible. I will help you yeah, it's besides the point. Look at my Instagram, posting my journals every single morning. Let's go. It's the best thing, truly. Truly, it's the best thing. And I genuinely want to help every single one of you guys. And I promise if you implement this today, tomorrow, screw it tomorrow. If it's at night and you're watching this, plan out your day for tomorrow. And if it's the morning, write out your day today and check off all the boxes by the end of the night. I do not go to sleep. I was honestly thinking about not posting this video. Oh, the algorithm doesn't like videos at night. Guess what? You guys are going to see this on Monday because I will not miss a single day. All right? So let's go. We're moving forward every single day. Like I said, click the link in the bio. We can hop on a call, see what your goals are, all that kind of stuff. Instagram, see the morning routine every single solitary day. More motivational videos like this. I'm excited. We feeling good. Let's go. Love you, boys. Come on.